Oh, you're heavy, boy. Whew. Okay, let's go. Tired? Oh no! My bracelet just broke. Oh well. You ready to go outside?
Oh no, let me grab my phone. I'm recording with it.